Now, when I had my housewarming party, one of my best friends, Alan, got me a housewarming gift, which everyone kind of brought like pictures and stuff and whatnot. But Alan actually bought me a Blu Ray, and that's Red Dragon. Now, I've said in previous videos that I absolutely love Red Dragon. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the second best Hannibal Lecter movie. In terms of filmmaking, but it's my personal favourite of the series. It gets no end of shit, and mainly because it's directed by Brett Ratner. And yes, he's a bit of a hack, but the film, you know, it's like, even a broken clock is right a couple of times a day. I think Brett Ratner got it right on this. The style pretty much imitates that of Jonathan Demme when he did Silence of the Lambs. It's an enjoyable film. I think it's really well done, and it's got a brilliant cast like Anthony Hopkins, Edward Norton, Harvey Keitel, Ray Fiennes, Emily Watson. You know, Philip Seymour Hoffman. You don't get a cast much better than that, and it doesn't get the credit it deserves. It really is a well done film, and it's a shame that it gets no end of shit, because I honestly think it's better than Michael Mann's Manhunter. Manhunter's a good film, but you watch it now and it feels so unfinished. There's big chunks of it missing. The characters are horribly underdeveloped, and you know there's a laundry list of problems with that movie. This just feels like the complete version of it. So I would highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it. Anybody who hasn't watched it because of its bad reputation, go out and watch it, because you will enjoy it if you like the Hannibal Lecter movies. Red Dragon is fantastic. Next, I got one that might surprise some of you, but it is Coraline on Blu Ray. This is a film that I had really no interest in until I started reading reviews of it, which basically raved over it. They said, oh, it's fantastic and it's the best thing to happen to animation in a long time and stuff, so I was like, maybe I should check it out. Got the Blu-ray, and let me just say, it did not disappoint. Coraline is an absolutely fantastic movie. It's in the same, I would compare it to Pan's Labyrinth. It's definitely as dark in some ways. It's not as violent, but it's as dark in terms of story. Basically about this girl played by Dakota Fanning, Coraline. She has kind of a crap life, I suppose, and she basically escapes into a dream world, and then it gets kind of sinister, and her perfect parents in this dream world say you can only stay if you sew buttons into your eye sockets, and it just gets really dark and scary. It's all stop motion animation, and it's directed by Henry Selick, who we all know and love from A Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a fantastic movie. So yeah, Coraline is brilliant in 3D. I watched it in 2D the first time I watched it, because I'm not a huge fan of 3D, but I did watch it in 3D afterwards, and I have to say it was really well done in 3D. I think it used it to great effect. It didn't feel like a gimmick, it just kind of added depth to the picture, and on Blu-ray especially it looked fantastic, so I highly recommend Coraline. I was looking in HMV one day when I was on the phone, and I got a bit of bad news, which I won't go into now, and I made a complete and utter impulse buy to kind of cheer myself up. It was on my lunch break as well, so I was like rushing back to work, and I picked up Gremlins on Blu-ray. Gremlins, obviously Joe Dante's film, produced by Steven Spielberg. Basically, I haven't seen this film since I was a kid. Absolutely loved it when I was young. Watched it again. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. I personally prefer Small Soldiers, which Joe Dante did a few years later, which is essentially a remake of Gremlins. But yeah, Gremlins is a great movie, and just for the nostalgia alone. Also, the Blu-ray, fantastic transfer. It looks like a brand new movie. Next, I got something which was a little bit unfortunate, because as you saw in my birthday update, I got the 4-disc Ultimate Edition of Dawn of the Dead, and after that had already arrived, I found out that there was going to be a UK HMV exclusive Dawn of the Dead Blu-ray with all the same content on it, so I had to pick it up. I mean, I'm such a big fan of Dawn of the Dead, so here it is. Basically, like I said, it's all the same content. It's on 3 discs. The theatrical cut is in high definition, and then you get the extended cut and the Argento cut, which Dario Argento re-edited. They're both in standard definition. And you get a shit ton of special features as well. Basically, as you can see here, it slips out like that. You get 4 different covers. There's that one there on the back, and on the flip side of the of the cover you get more. Like there's one. I might give Dawn of the Dead, both collections, their own video together and just like dissect and compare and all that stuff. You get a booklet, as you can see there, and a poster which is very similar to the Zombie 2 poster I got that you saw in my last video. So it's definitely a great set. Now because Halloween was coming up, I picked up a couple of films to watch with my friends when we had like a kind of Halloween party here in the flat, and we had a horror movie double bill, which I already mentioned in a previous video. The first film of which that we watched was Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell. Now I've already reviewed this for YouTube. My thoughts on it still kind of stand, although I must say I enjoyed it a lot more watching it with a big group of friends on the small screen. For some reason I enjoyed it a lot more than I did seeing it in the theatre. So I'm not going to say much more about that, except the picture quality is great on Blu Ray. Anybody who hasn't seen it, who's a fan of Sam Raimi, who's a fan of Spider-Man or The Evil Dead, definitely check it out, because it is one of the best horror movies. Well, no, it's probably the best horror movie, coupled with the next one I'm going to show you, of the year. So definitely worth picking up Drag Me to Hell. So along with that, I also picked up Trick or Treat, which is Michael Dougherty, the writer of X2 and Superman Returns. Basically, it's a film that he made in 2007 and it's been sat on Warner Brothers' shelf since. It got a straight-to-DVD release. Unfortunately, there's no Blu Ray available in England, so I had to pick up the DVD, but it was £10, so it wasn't overly expensive. This is a film that I absolutely loved. I thought it was fantastic. It managed to capture that fun and spooky feeling of Halloween that you used to get when you were a kid. It's brilliant, all the acting's great. It's basically an anthology of 4 different stories interwoven with quite clever linking devices. It's like the Pulp Fiction of horror, you know, it's that kind of narrative. Definitely worth picking up. It's one of the best horror movies I've seen in the last few years. It's definitely just one of the best. And watching it alongside Drag Me to Hell as well, there is no better way to spend Halloween than having these 2 movies back to back with a group of friends and a load of beer. So yeah, definitely pick up Trick or Treat. On my actual birthday, obviously, I got like cards and stuff from relatives and got quite a bit of money as well. So I went out and spent it basically because I couldn't help myself. The first thing I got was the True Blood Season 1 Blu Ray. This is a show that I've been looking forward to for ages. It's the vampire series. I've never seen any of it, so I don't know what to expect, but it looks better than Twilight, let's put it that way, because what a pile of shit Twilight is. The reason I wanted to see it so badly is that it's created and written by Alan Ball, who did 6 Feet Under and American Beauty. 6 Feet Under is my favourite thing ever, film or television. I think it's absolutely fantastic. 6 Feet Under is just one of those rare things that comes along in your life and slaps you across the face and makes you a different person, basically. So True Blood, I know it's not going to be that good, but it's got some real talent behind it, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. Last set I got was the Zombie Flesheaters collection, limited edition from HMV. I think it's an HMV exclusive. For anybody that doesn't know, because I don't know if like you Americans out there know this, but Zombie 2, Lucio Fulci's movie, was called Zombie Flesheaters over here, and it's included in this set, although it's not the remastered edition that I got for my birthday. And it comes with its 2 sequels, one of which is directed by Fulci as well. And it also comes with a bonus disc containing Zombie Holocaust. I'm absolutely a zombie movie fiend. I absolutely love zombie movies. So this set, it was really cheap as well. It was like it was 15 quid for 4 films. I thought that was pretty cool. I watched Zombie 2 last night and really liked it, so I'm looking forward to watching the others. There's the front, as you can see, there's the back. It basically just gives a description of the 4 movies. Here are the discs. Get them the right way around. So it looks basically like a really good set, and I'm looking forward to seeing the sequels to Fulci's Zombie 2. I don't know why it was called Zombie Flesheaters over here, and I never actually, until like a couple of years ago, I never made the distinction, you know, I didn't know that they were the same film, I didn't realise. So yeah, basically a set worth picking up if you don't already own them. So yeah, that's the Zombie Flesheaters collection. Thanks again to everybody that subscribes. You're all brilliant. You're all the reason I'm here. So that's about it. So anyway, this is Civilian Snowman signing out. I'll see you later. Bye.